Hey everyone, Rochelle here. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be working in and out of the chair, doing some exercises using weights today, and also a small ball. I ended up just taking one from my son's room. It could be a little bit bigger than this if you want it to, or if you have a Pilates ball, you can use that, of course. So about this size or a little bit, just a little bit bigger is going to just be fine. And then I'm using some light weights today because we are going to be doing some stuff with shoulder work. So we want to make sure we keep those weights somewhat light. I'm using 5 pounds in each hand. Of course, depending on you, you might go a little bit lighter or a little bit heavier. Before we get started, just make sure you do have that medical clearance with your doctor. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with warming it up, reaching it over the head, and then we're going to tap it out to the side with our foot. A nice little warm up of the shoulders. Also into the core, and moving it down to the legs. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm going to reach it around across my body, over that chest. Good. And pull it in towards you for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then I'm going to take it from here, tapping it forward and then pressing those arms down. So I'm doing a little bit of an upright row and then pushing those arms down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now feel free to stay here, otherwise take it to a kick, forward kick. And then if this is too much for balancing or stability wise, feel free to just keep tapping it down. All right, here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now I'm going to stay on one leg and I'm going to go knee lifts. Reach those arms up and then pull it down. Reach up and pull. Let's go for 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to stay on the same leg. I'm going to go into a ham curl, drawing that leg up towards my butt, and then I'm going to go into a bicep curl at the same time. Let's go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and now I'm going to switch legs, going into a knee lift, reaching those arms up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then ham curl. Draw that heel up towards your butt, and then take it into a bicep curl for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now calf raise, and then as you do a calf raise, draw the shoulders back. Let's go 6 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now go ahead and take one leg forward, bringing your toes up. You're going to reach down and pull it back. Reach down and pull it back for 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then I'm going to switch sides, reach it down and pull it up. Get a nice little stretch in the back of the leg. Let's go 6 more. Here's 4 and 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take it back to the other side. Just hold that stretch down. Draw the shoulders back away from the ears. And then draw the toes down to the floor. I'm going to get a little deeper stretch. And I feel that stretch move down my leg a little bit more into the calf muscle. And then we're going to roll it up. And then I'm going to switch sides. Toes are up first. And I'm going to bring it down, drawing the shoulders back. Start feeling the stretch a little bit more in the hamstrings. And then move your toes to the floor, stretching it more, and that stretch comes down into the calf. And then roll it up. Good. Take a deep breath in, reach those arms up, and then exhale. We're going to go ahead and have a seat, and we're going to start with the ball. I'm going to start with the ball in between the knees. And then from here, keeping the back up nice and tall, we're going to draw the shoulders back and down. Go ahead and squeeze that ball. We're going to do a lot of adductor muscle groups today. So we're going to start with our adductors in our legs, going into our shoulders and chest muscles. And then we're going to also bring that ball behind our back, working into our rhomboids. Good. Keep squeezing that ball as tight as you can every time you pull your knees together. Let's go for 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and now this one, try to keep squeezing that ball as much as you can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze it a little bit more. You should feel some soreness in between the legs. Squeezing that a little bit more. Try to pop it and then release. Good, keeping that back up nice and tall. Go ahead and grab the ball with the hands, and then we're going to do the same thing, squeezing the ball in between the palms of your hands. So as you squeeze that ball, you should feel your chest muscles working, feeling the deltoids, the shoulders working. Good. Keep squeezing that ball for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now I'm going to draw the arms out. And you feel the chest muscles working a little bit differently as you squeeze that ball away from your chest. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then I'm going to draw the ball above my head. If your shoulder joints do not allow you to bring your arms above your head, you're just going to bring that ball as high as you can. Or you can go back to where we were. Keep squeezing that ball. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then I'm going to bring it back in front of me. Shoulders are down. If you're up here, we're going to put a lot of stress into the neck. Draw the shoulders down and try to pop the ball. Squeeze it as tight as you can. And while we're trying to squeeze it, it's really important that we continue to breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Keep squeezing that. Trying to squeeze it a little bit more. Draw those arms out. Squeezing the ball. Okay. Squeezing that a little bit harder. Drawing the arms up. Keep squeezing it and breathing. Squeeze it a little bit more and then release. Good. Go ahead and shake out those hands. Rotate those wrists in circles. All right, now we're going to go ahead and bring that ball behind your back. And I'm going to place it as high as I can on that chair. I have my hips a little bit forward onto the chair because I really want to get that ball in an angle where it's somewhat between my shoulder blades, or as much as I can between the shoulder blades. You may have a chair that has a higher back on it, which is good. So I'm going to scoot myself forward, and then I'm still keeping my back up nice or straight. I'm not up here, of course, but my back is still straight. The ball's starting to slip. And then I'm going to draw my shoulder blades back together, and then I'm going to release. So that's you. Go ahead and draw your shoulder blades back together. You want to try and kiss the shoulder blades together, and then you're going to release. Of course, they're not going to actually be touching, but that's the direction we want to go. Working into our postural muscles to help keep our alignment nice and healthy. Again, let's go ahead and keep squeezing that back. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and then hold this one. Keep squeezing it back, squeezing those shoulder blades for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, now we're going to go into some crunches, and then we're going to repeat all of this with adding some weights to it. So before we repeat it all, let's go ahead and just grab that ball, place it between the knees, and then I'm going to have my seat. I'm going to move myself forward on the chair as much as I can without falling off, and then I'm going to draw myself back where I touch the back of the chair, and then pull yourself up. Come all the way back where you could touch the back, and then draw yourself up. So I'm going to bring my hands to my chest, making it a little bit harder. If you need to make this a little bit easier, you can use your arms to help bring you up, or you're not going to be sitting as forward. You can bring it up a little bit more so you don't have quite a bit of a range of motion. Okay, but Whatever you do, try to challenge where you are. Okay, and let's keep going into that crunch. Let's go for 10, 9. Now I'm going to add to this. As I come up, I'm going to squeeze the ball. 7, 6, here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, now I'm going to grab the ball between my ankles and I'm going to squeeze the ball here as I lift my knees up a little bit. So lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze. You're welcome to grab onto the side of the chair if you need to. Here's 8, 7. So we're still feeling that as we lift our legs up into the inner thighs. Here's 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to try and hold those knees up if you're able to. And you might want to hold on to that chair. Might help you lift those legs up a little bit more. It's up to you. But you're lifting those legs up off the floor. You're continuing to squeeze. And now we're going to extend those legs out, squeeze, bring it down and tap. Lift, extend, squeeze, and bring it back down. Lift, extend, squeeze, and bring it down. Okay, let's keep going. Lift, extend, squeeze, and down. Working a lot of into the quadriceps. You will be feeling into those hip flexors. That's normal. We'll make sure we get a good stretch in those later. Let's go 4 more. Here's 4 and 3. Breathe through each move. 2. Last one. Lift, extend, squeeze, and then bring it down. Nice work. All right, so now we're going to go into a reverse crunch, kind of similar to lifting those legs up. You can continue to use that ball if you want to add to the level. If this is getting to be too much on the inner thighs, feel free to put that ball down for the section, and you can do this next move without the ball. Otherwise, we're going to lean it back a little bit, and I'm going to bring the knees up and down, lift up and down. Okay. So reverse crunch in the chair. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to add to this. So from here, I'm going to keep leaning it back a little bit. I don't have my back rested on the chair. If you need to have your back a little bit rested on the chair, that's fine. But as I lift, I'm going to, of course, squeeze the ball for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm laughing because it burns. And then we're going to get a stretch in those hip flexors. So I'm going to turn it around, draw a leg back, and we're going to reach that outside arm up and over the head. So you should feel a stretch into those hips. So where we were just working, it's really important to make sure we keep stretching those hip flexors out because that's going to help release back tension. If we're sitting a lot, which most of us do, we tend to get really sore lower backs, and it's caused from having tight hip flexors. So this is a good stretch for that. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Drawing that outside leg back, and your outside arm goes over your head. Reaching that as much as you can. Feeling a stretch in front of the hip, down into the quadricep. And what I'm trying to do right now is I'm slowly just letting my hip kind of sink down more into that stretch. So I feel that a little bit more. And then take a deep breath in and bringing that back center. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on, and we are going to do some bicep curls with punches. All right, so I'm going to sit it again nice and tall, draw the shoulders back and down. I'm going to start with that bicep curl, hammer curl, going straight up and down. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and if this next one bothers the shoulders, feel free to stay here. You're going to do curl and then press it forward and then bring it in. Curl, press, and bring it back in. The other option for you is you can do one arm at a time. So that looks like this. Punch, punch, and then go and draw those arms. And we will probably move closer to that once we start to fatigue a little bit. We're going to alternate. Let's go 3 more. Here's 3. Of course, I'm going to add to this. Here's 2. And last one. And 1. Now I'm going to add to this where I'm going to go up, extend a leg, bring it in, and switch legs. Lift, extend, bring it in, and switch. So I'm adding a little bit of mental coordination here. Alternating your legs as you press your arms out. And going into that hammer curl as you bring your leg down. All right, so you should be feeling it into those biceps by now, and if not, you might need to go a little bit heavier for next time. All right, so I'm going to go and start alternating this, where I'm going to go lift, punch, and back down. Lift, punch, in, and down. Lift, punch, in, down. Lift, punch, bring it in, and bring it down. Let's go for 5 each side. Go ahead and pull it in. Here's 4, press. Breathing. 3. Push it out. Here's 2 each side. Keeping that back up nice and tall. And last one. Punch it out. Curl, press, and bring it in. All right, I promised you that we would go back through the adductors, adding our weights with it as well. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go into a shoulder press as I squeeze that ball. Let's start with it, alternating your arms up. Press it up and squeeze. Every time you press those weights up to the sky, we're going to squeeze that ball. Okay, let's go for 6. Here's 5 and 4, 3, 2, last one on each side. Now try to keep squeezing that ball. Squeeze, 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 squeezing that. Now as you continue to squeeze that ball as tight as you can, we're going to go double arms. Feel free to keep alternating for 8, 7, 6. Are you breathing? 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold those arms up and then alternate it down. 8, 7, 6. Keep squeezing. 4 and breathing. Here's 2. Last one. Both arms up, both arms down, and bring it down. Go and roll those shoulders back. Nice work. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and grab the ball between my hands. I'm going to go back to that chest press, squeezing that ball. Now, I'm going to set a weight down. I'm going to squeeze this for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and set one weight down. I'm going to take the other weight, grab it between my feet. If you're struggling with this next move, feel free to keep doing this without the weight. So all these moves you can do without weights. And it'll just simply look like this, but without the weight. So as I squeeze that ball, I'm going to go into a leg extension, working a little bit more deeper into the quads. Here we go. Squeeze 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Here's 3, 2. Now I'm going to hold the leg up and I'm going to keep the legs up as I squeeze the ball here. Filling into those quads, filling into the chest, keeping that back up tall as much as you can for 4, 3, 2. Draw the arms up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There's that nice little burn. Draw the ball back behind your back. Okay, and then we're going to squeeze and then release. Actually, go ahead and grab that weight. As you got the ball behind your back, you have your weight in your hands. We're going to come back, squeeze your shoulder blades back together, and then push those arms out forward. I'm gonna raise that ball up a little bit higher and draw myself forward so I get a little bit better feeling into the upper middle back. So come back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, push that weight out in front of you. Back squeeze and then press. Okay, let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7. Actively try to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, and 1. Good, let's go ahead and take that ball out. I'm going to place that ball down onto the floor, and I'm going to grab my other weight. We're going to come out of the chair. I'm going to place my weight in the chair. What this is going to do is it's going to help my chair from moving around as much. If you need to, you can put your chair up against the wall to help it from sliding on your floor. Place something underneath the chair from keeping it from sliding. Whatever it is you need to do, keep yourself from sliding out. Then go ahead and do that. All right, so we're going to start with alternating between push-ups and squats. We're going to go from a pyramid going downward. I'm going to start with 20 push-ups, 20 squats, go down to 15, 15, and then 10. And then we're going to work our way to 5. And then we're going to go into some planks. So let's go ahead and get started with your push-up. Now, your variation for your push-ups, of course, is using the taller part of your chair if you want to make it a little bit easier. Walking your feet in makes it easier. Extending that angle out, increasing the angle between your arms and your body makes that push-up a little bit harder. Or you can have your hands on the lower part of your chair. Okay? Or if you have a countertop at home, you can use your countertop. And of course, the floor is your other option. So I'm going to go ahead and use this part of my chair. And I'm going to extend my legs out, and then I'm going to start with the 20 push-ups. So I'm going to go down and up. Inhale, exhale as you push. Inhale as you go down, exhale as you push. Let's go 18. Breathe. 17. 16. 15. 14. 13. 12. 11. Here's 10. 9. 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, and 1. Now we're going to go into some squats. So with your squats, go ahead and bring your feet a little more than shoulder width apart. We're going to come down. You're welcome to hold on to something if you need to. Help yourself with your form. What we're really trying to do is keep our knees above the ankles or behind the toes. So if you're coming forward, you're going to put a lot of stress into those knees. So make sure when you come back into your squat, you're sitting your butt back like you're sitting down into a chair. Back, and then bring it up. Let's go for another 19. Breathe. Feel free to go at your pace if I'm going a little too fast. Or if I'm going too slow, you can speed it up. Just don't compromise your form. You want to keep those knees working as long as possible. Let's go 10, 9, squeeze your butt as you come up. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and repeat that. We go 15 push-ups, 15 squats. I'm going to try using this part of my chair now, just because I feel like the frame of the chair is preventing me from getting a fuller range of motion. So I'm hoping that by using this part, I'm able to come down a little bit further into my push-up. Here we go. Yep, I feel a little bit more of a range here. Let my chest come down further. Here's 3, 4, 5. Let's go 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. I'm finding actually a lot of my work is coming from not letting my chair slide. What I should have done is put my yoga mat underneath my chair. So next time I will make sure I do that. We're going to go back to your squats, bringing those feet a little bit more than shoulder width apart, coming down and up. There's 3, here's 4, 5, last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, squeeze your butt as you come up. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we've got our 20 or 15. Now we're gonna go down to 10 and 5. So 10 push-ups. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go take my feet out and I'm gonna bring it down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your squats for another 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. My knees are cracking. Here's 4, 3, 2, last 1. And then we're going to go our last 5 push-ups, last 5 squats. I'm going to go and push my chair up against the couch. Keep it from moving in front of me. All right, here we go. 5, should have done this earlier. 4, and 3, 2, last 1, and 1. All right, going back into your squats, last 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and shake those wrists out. We're going to do one more thing, and that's going to include doing some planks using the chair with some arm extensions. Also, if you want to move this onto the ground, you're welcome to make it a little bit harder. You have those options, or you can use the other side of the chair. So I'm going to keep my chair pressed up against the couch. Typically in a plank, we have our shoulders above our wrist, but in this case, because I'm at an angle, it's going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to draw my shoulders back and down, my legs are out, and then I'm going to hold this here, pulling the belly button up towards the spinal cord. Take a deep breath in, drawing your left arm forward and holding that here. And then watch your hips. Our hips want to tend to kind of move over to the side. Try to keep them squared off as much as you can. And then this shoulder is starting to drive up to the shoulder or towards the ear. So if that's you, press it away and then hold that here. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that left arm down. And then I'm going to draw that right arm up, holding that here. Pulling that navel up and tight, supporting that lower back, squaring those hips, holding that for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to increase the level of difficulty, so feel free to stay here or with what we were just doing. Holding that extension. Trying to keep those hips squared, belly button tucked in, holding that for 4, 3, 2, and draw it back down. Taking a deep breath in. Exhale, draw that right arm up. Left leg back. See how I'm going to automatically start moving to the side. If that's you, go ahead and straighten yourself back, up center. Tightening the abdominals. Holding that for the last 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then bringing it in. Go ahead and draw the shoulders back and down. Good. And then go and press the arms away from your ears. Stretch ear to shoulder. Feel nice stretch into the trapezius. Another muscle that's really important to keep stretching. We use that all day long, holding our head up, reaching for things. Switch sides, grabbing onto stuff. And then bring that head back up center. Go ahead and take a deep breath in, reaching those arms up. Exhale out. And give yourselves a round of applause. Awesome job, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again.